Okay, hi. Sorry about that little interruption. Apparently the room I was in they needed for another function. So this is technically part 2 of the first video for section 2.1. We'll just wrap this up. So we had the definitions, the first definition, the second definition where that we had the slope is equal to the difference over h. So that formula can also be used to find instantaneous velocity. So definition 2 can also be used to find instantaneous velocity. And so this gives us definition 3. And it's basically just saying, instead of saying m is equal to that whole thing, it basically is saying v of a. So velocity at that point in time a is the same thing. F of a plus h minus f of a all over h. We have definition 4. So instead of saying, well, this is the slope, or this is the instantaneous velocity, or this is the instantaneous rate of change, we just call it, as this chapter is, as the section alluded to, the derivative. So we say the derivative, which is inclusive of all of these different pieces, of a function f at a number a denoted by so we need a way to write this that basically when we see this label, we know that it means all of this stuff. Tangent, instantaneous velocity, instantaneous rate of change. And it looks like this. F with a little hash mark, A. And the verbiage for this is F prime of A. So we have V of A, F of A, G of A, G of X, whatever. When we have this sort of notation, this is F prime of A, and that's indicating the derivative. And that's just what we've been dealing with. So f prime of a is equal to the limit, actually up here, sorry, for velocity, this also should have had the limit as h goes to 0. So we always have that limit. But f prime of a is the limit as h goes to 0 of f of a plus h minus f of a all over this value h if the limit exists. So that's the end of video 1. Sorry I couldn't combine it all into one, and my video editing skills aren't great so that I could combine the two at this point. So you had part A, where we kind of went through the examples. We saw the slope given some function at a point, and then this is just sort of expanding on the definitions with the big one here. The derivative is just f prime of a is this limit function. So come on back, we'll do video 2, and give you guys some shortcuts of how to sort of process through these limits.